How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to have a fun little discussion about Keycap resale prices. Now, I know this isn't the conversation for everyone. Some people just don't care and they actually don't like me talking about it, but it's something that interests me, and I know a few of my audience members do like to hear about this type of stuff. I actually have a channel in my server dedicated to resale predictions, and I haven't updated that in a while, just mainly because I was getting this whole office set up. But I said, hey, so I'm actually going to go ahead and make those predictions. Well, why not just film my thought process, make a video out of it, and just go ahead and show all of you what I think about certain items. And for those of you who are kind of starting to get into the investing portion of the keyboard hobby, remember, it doesn't always have to be monetary. Sometimes you can leverage the value of your item in order to trade up to get something else you want. Or if you're a keycap collector and want to get the most coveted sets, you can take this information and make predictions on what sets you may have to grab in the future. And of course, whenever we're talking about investing, I do want to tell you all, I am not a certified financial advisor. If you are looking for financial advice, please seek out a registered individual. So let's start it off here. The first set I'm taking a look at is going to be PBT02. Let's just break it down how I do this. I usually add the retail price, my resale prediction, the risk, notes if there are any, and then an overall resale grade. I'm using like a free version of Photoshop. It's called GIMP. It gets the job done. It's like the same thing, so I can make these pretty little graphics here. So the retail price of PBT02 was $95. Not bad. I have very high expectations for this set. I think it'll perform fairly well. Just like the massively popular keycap set GMK Darling, PBT02 also grabs inspiration from the anime Darling in the Franxx, which is like insanely popular. So I feel like this keycap set is gonna give a lot of those people who haven't bought or can't buy GMK Darling the opportunity to have a similar set but at a fraction of the cost. So I think demand for this is going to be fairly high. So all that being said, I'm going to give it an estimated resale of 130 to 160 with a risk of 5.5, mainly because sometimes PBT sets can go either way in terms of quality. So I kind of have to ding it for that. If the quality doesn't turn out as good as everyone hopes it is, then it's probably not going to hit the resale price that I'm predicting. Overall grade is a C+, which a C+ is not bad on my grading scale. If I give something an A, it's probably going to be ridiculously profitable and highly coveted. The resale price and how desirable the set is going to be in the end completely depends on the quality of the caps themselves. If they turn out good, then I think this is going to be something a lot of people are going to want. I myself bought 3 of these sets, so I hope it is. Here we have another set that I am a huge fan of, GMK Classic Arabic. Let's see if I can't move my face somewhere else right now. This is kind of annoying. I'm tiny now. I'm super tiny, but you can see more of the keycap set, which I think is a better trade-off. Retail is $135, which is pretty standard for a GMK set, with a predicted resale of $280 to $320, and this is usually my prediction about a month or two after they ship out and prices tend to stabilize. That's not a bad price either. That's kind of the average return of what you're looking for when you're buying a GMK set if you're looking to invest into it. In terms of risk, I give it a 4 out of 10 just because GMK tends to hold higher resale value and usually doesn't ever dip below retail, but I did give it a C- because of the GMK wait times. When it comes to buying sets and looking for a return on it, if you have your money wrapped up for about a year, that isn't necessarily what you want. I'm a big fan of this set and I hope it gets the love that it deserves, and if it does, prices are probably going to go up. Overall, I think a lot of people slept on GMK Arabic, so when they do ship out, if you can get your hands on an extra, then I would probably try to do so. Took off my jacket, I was getting kind of warm, and it was making like rustling noises whenever I talk, so I had to take it off. But next up here we have Milky Way Demon Girl. Now, another anime set, which is usually a good sign. Anime sets and things based on anime are always good sellers for the most part. $90 is the retail, solid price. I think that's fitting for the product that you're getting. Predicted resale $120 to $150. I don't see the resale price going above $150, but I can see it going below $120. That's why I gave it a risk factor of 6 out of 10. I also would have really liked to see some green in this set. I'm being kind of nitpicky at this point, but it kind of would have matched the character more. You can get green space bars, but you have to buy the space bars kit. An overall resale grade of a C-, which isn't bad. I just think there are other better sets to put your money into if you are looking for a return. Not saying that this is a bad keycap set. I really like it. I'm gonna buy it. But in terms of the aftermarket, it may not be the strongest product. The last but definitely not least is GMK Soy Milk. This is actually probably my favorite set on this entire list, and I gave it a pretty good prediction / grade. Retail is $131, which is kind of weird. It's $130.99 on Canon Keys. Why not just make it $130? I don't know. And once all the sets ship out and the prices stabilize, I can see this going for $300 to $350, which is a pretty decent price for a GMK set. A risk factor of 3 out of 10. I just think this is going to be a really solid set. I don't see too many downsides other than, of course, the GMK wait time. But other than that, I really don't see this set bombing. Under notes, I have might be a classic. I can just see GMK Soy Milk being like a set that everyone wants, just kind of a classic set like GMK Olivia, Striker, or any of those big sets that you know everyone is chasing after. For the overall resale grade, I gave it a B, which is a pretty decent rating. I think this is something a lot of people are going to want to add to their collection, as well as it's probably just going to end up looking good on a board. That white, cream, and a hint of blue and red just So if you're a collector or a holder and you decide to hold this set for about a year or so, I can see this hitting the $450 range, which is a very good price. But that's all we have time for today. I love making these types of videos. It's always fun to just kind of talk about sets I like and how I think they're going to do on the marketplace. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please comment down below and maybe I'll do another one of these. If you didn't, then, hit that thumbs down button. It is what it is. Peace out.